The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Lion.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Here's Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
24.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Jaguars at 1-8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? 60 Let's go. Go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally brought down at the 38. A big run there by Jones. 42 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison.
And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
65 back, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
2nd down and 8. Now McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
To the air again, McCarthy.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go, sir.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. On the return is Peterson. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. 69.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Throwing again, McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
Red on red.
Lawrence.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Colin Saunders busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Now it's Peterson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's McCarthy.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
All right, let's go.
They'll run with Etienne.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This is taken at the 15. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Here we go, sir.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
To the air with McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
23.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He'll air this one out for Kirk. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Red on red.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Hey, Lion. Here we go, son.
A final shot before break. Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
On play action. Now McCarthy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Lisa 24.
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
All right, let's go.
ETN once more.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, easy. Ralph, Ralph. Ralph, Ralph.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, hey.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, run.
Motion man left is Kirk.
Silver.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, go, go. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Silver.
ETN is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Now Lawrence.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence will throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is indeed good, and that lead is back down to 9 now.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Jaguars 3. Will Weichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
On the counter, Etienne. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Hey, hey, hey.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. That is caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, son.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Red on red. Here we go, son.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one swung out here to Jones.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Lion. Here we go, son.
Now Lawrence to throw.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.